I keep straining my ears to hear a sound. Maybe someone is digging underground. Or have they...
I'm here serving a 5 to 20 year sentence for sexually molestation of 4 boys, the ages of 4 to 12.
Wayne has been here for more than 10 years and perhaps has 10 more to do. He scored 40 on the psychopathy checklist. It's the maximum possible and extremely rare. The authorities here believe that time and money spent trying to reform psychopaths like Wayne is a worthwhile investment.
I hope that the tools that I've learned in this program and other programs like it, I can...
Head of the therapy program, Tom Powell, knows he's working in relatively uncharted territory, and Hare's checklist is invaluable.
Can you tell us about your early years where you grew up?
Okay. I just turned 45, the 23rd of January.
Wayne's sessions with Tom Powell are little more than conversation therapy, for no one yet has any real idea what works in the treatment of psychopaths. But Powell is discovering the complexity of the personalities he's dealing with.
My very first contemplation of criminal behavior was trying to put together a plan of getting away with murder. And I was going to kill my brother. I knew that every Sunday I'd jump on his bike and he'd head down the road to join up with some other fellas. And he loved that bike. And he used to tell me, "You ever touch my bike, I'll kill you." So this Sunday morning, while he's working, I take his bike. I knew if I provoked it just a little bit more that he would chase me. So I gave him a couple of kicks and took off on a dead run for a tree that was right beside my grandfather's barn. And it went up onto the roof. And on the opposite side of the barn, there were cutter rakes. And sure enough, he chased me up there, and as he topped the edge of that roof, I kicked him off it. He fell onto those rakes. Some court people came and got me. I stabbed my first man. Stabbed him. He left. But it sent out a clear word to the rest of them that you don't want to be messing with this kid. He'll stick you. My idol is John Lennon. And of course on the other side of the tracks, we have Willie Nelson. He represents freedom in different ways. Love, peace, harmony, togetherness, connection with the polar bears. Freedom in general.
They are very gifted at being able to convince you, I'm harmless, I did not do it, there's absolutely no way I'm responsible for this crime. These are very good actors.
They can read an audience or an individual as well as anyone that I've ever seen. While they appear to be speaking about themselves, they're constantly monitoring the facial expressions, the responses, and they will then tailor what they say to see if they can get the kind of response that they want.
I knew that I had to get in touch with some deeper level of interconnection so that I could identify with humanity. We're all born with a conscience. We learn not to touch the stove because it's hot. Until we touch the stove and get burned, then and only then we don't touch the stove again. Compassion and empathy is a learned process. It starts off at a very early age. I believe in science. I believe in the study of the mind, but it's very complex. I'm not sure if there will be, in my lifetime, any ground made on that. And so for the time being, we have to look at what we have in regards to forms of prevention. We have to protect people. We have to protect society. And I understand that today. And of course, the feathers represent freedom. And the leaf represents changing of the times. My philosophy is it's our life and we have a right to cry if we want to. I keep to myself. I do a great deal of studying. I do a great deal of reading. I do a great deal of writing.
Psychopaths can be wondrous in many ways, and one of them is their ability to engage otherwise knowing and well-informed therapists about their sincerity and their desire to change. And I have found it very easy to be seduced by the tone and the affect and the engagement of a psychopath who, with great earnestness, tells me that he's finally found the light and has seen the error of his ways.
Therapists are wonderful. I learn a great deal from them. Sometimes it can be hard. I suppose that's the way it's supposed to be when you're growing up. I'm ready to go now. I know that that decision will come from others who have already seen. They've seen my change.
Hear a sound.